What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. A year ago, the duo of Royce the 5'9" and DJ Premier put out their debut album titled Prhyme. It's also the name of their duo, their group. And a year later, they decided to put out a deluxe edition that includes 4 new songs. Right off the bat, I think it's interesting because a lot of hip-hop artists, actually every hip-hop artist puts out a standard and the deluxe edition together. Not every release has a deluxe edition, but for the most part, they all come together. So it was interesting that Royce and DJ Premier decided to just drop, Prime last year and then wait an entire year to put out a deluxe edition. It was an interesting concept. I know they've been talking about it all year, but I think it's a genius move. I already did a video about this, speaking about it and all that, but it made me go back and appreciate Prhyme's album, the quality over quantity. I feel like as a reviewer, so many times it's hard to, listen to music because I'm always listening to the new things. I can't just sit here and listen to the old stuff forever. Obviously, I have my favorites and stuff that I listen to more often, but for the most part, I hadn't listened to the Prhyme album in a few months, so I was excited to get this deluxe edition and be able to listen to it. And I gotta say that Royce and Premier bring out the best in MCs. If you look at all the guest features from the standard edition, you had Mac Miller, Absol, Slaughterhouse, Killer Mike, Schoolboy Q, Jay Electronica, Common. None of them had a bad verse. Because when you're spitting alongside Royce, you don't want to get super bodied. And when you get a DJ Premier beat, you don't want to spit anything whack. So I feel like everybody that was on that album had something to prove. And more than nothing, they're already good MCs. So I wasn't expecting anybody to, do bad. And then, you got these 4 new songs. You got Joey Badass, Black Thought, MF Doom, Fonte, and Logic. Those 5 artists are MCs themselves. I know people can, kind of make the argument about Logic. Logic's not this lyrical person. He's definitely a lyrical cat when he wants to be. And I think Mode 2, the record that he's on, proves it. I think even he might have had a better verse than Royce. They have 2 verses each. It's like a long-ass 7-minute song. But it's worth it because both of them go in. And I think Logic might have got him. But that's just me. And I also appreciate Wishing 2. I don't think I love it more than the original one with Common. But I like it because when you throw Black Thought on anything, he's going to be good. It doesn't matter what record it is. Black Thought doesn't deliver bad verses. He makes sure that he delivers the quality every single time. I think he's very underappreciated in hip hop. I would love to see him put out more solo work. He's been a part of the Roots doing that stuff, and he's had his guest features here and there, but he's never had his own solo album. And I feel like everybody's been fiending for one, and I know he's been talking about it. So hopefully we get it. Back to the album though, there's one of the new records called Golden Era. I feel like it sums up the entire album. When I, looking at the guest features, I listed them all out. All of those artists are what would embody a golden era of hip-hop, and Royce, the concept of the song is pretty much kind of establishing a new golden era. And, he's looking back at the 90s, you had all these amazing MCs, and I feel like in this generation we have that as well. And some of them maybe aren't as appreciated as others, but Royce brought all these artists together, and every single one of them kind of fits into what the definition of a golden era was. Or a golden era is, excuse me. So I love the concept, and I really thought about it. Like, this album is a new golden era in itself. And everybody involved is helping push that forward. And that's really, that really sums up Prhyme for me. I love the album. I had no complaints. Even adding those 4 songs, I still had no complaints. As a duo, I want to see them continue to thrive and to tour and to put out more albums together. I want them to be sort of like Run the Jewels. You see all the success that Run the Jewels has had, and they've put out several albums. I feel like Royce and Premier, they're made for each other. I hope they continue to do the same. And now I have 3 questions for you guys. Number 1, does the Prhyme album, does it age well? Number 2, what do you think of putting out a deluxe edition a year later? Was it a genius move? Was it smart? Was it a bad decision? Let me know in the comment section below. And last question, which of the new songs is your favorite? For me, I think I'm gonna go with Mode 2. It could change, but Mode 2 I feel like is good, and that was my favorite. But Prhyme had to remind us that they put together one hell of an album. You know, if it felt complete a year ago, they definitely exceeded all expectations with this deluxe edition. You know, they value that quality over quantity, and I just hope this isn't the last time we've seen the duo. So, you know, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video, follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain. As always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.